Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we had a very, very long fight against Bina, like really long, simply because at one point he just decided to start spamming his Mazatec pages, and let's just say the Gremlin, I wasn't really able to protect Gremlin at the end of the phase, and yeah, it was more of an endurance fight near the end, seeing how I literally had to scrap together every light resource that I had in order to dish out even more damage. If I didn't have Fairy, then that fight would have dragged on for even longer. But hey, at the very least, Xena, with Golden Opportunity, and Fortune, with Parry, Golden Opportunity, and Rewind, were able to make full use of all of his combat pages. Right? With the fairies and his combat pages, we were able to do a lot of damage. If I didn't have that... oh god, that fight would have dragged on even more. Okay, let's not think about that. Let's jump right into the golden episodes, since it seems like there are a couple of them waiting for us. Okay, first and foremost, the Roland one. That doesn't involve Roland at all! Why is it on Roland's floor if Roland isn't around? Hawkma? You seem rather quiet here. What more needed to be said? My role is only to observe. To observe, is it? Indeed so. Some would think that this is merely a form of negligence. I see you are one of them. I was simply curious. We haven't had many opportunities to talk with one another. There were practically none, were there? Neither you nor I left our respective posts. Yet now you have the time to visit me, of all people, for a chat. It must indicate that we are freer now than before, able to spare more of our moments. Do you not welcome this change? I'm not quite certain of my sentiment. Regardless, have a warm cup of tea, now that you are here. Well, if you're so kind. And actually, they could have included a little picture there. That would have been so cute. But it didn't. Oh well. Say, have you never tried other types of tea? It appears as though black is all that you drink. Maybe so. There are enough varieties of black tea that I have not bothered into attempting to imbibe other beverages. Although the azure-maned noble boy insisted around the clock that I partake of coffee. It is certainly true that there has been much change. I wouldn't have expected that he would approach you first to recommend coffee, seeing how you are connected in the past. I mean, you literally threatened him and killed him, and released all the Abnos in his presence. It's actually kind of encouraging to see that he was able to step over his shadows and actually face his fear head on, right? One day, perchance, all of us will come together. Indeed, it will be quite different from the first time such a gathering took place. I must wonder if the day shall come when we all will engage in casual conversation and share trivial tales. I am rather doubtful of it. Yet deep down, you're looking forward to it as well. Perhaps everyone shares the same feeling. I finished my cup, so I'll be taking my leave now. I appreciate the hospitality. Renzour any time. Tea will always be ready and waiting. Aww, she's inviting him back! Even though that conversation was a bit weird. But then again, that was the first time that they actually bothered to talk with each other. So I guess it's normal that they are a little bit awkward around each other, right? Now then, Hawkma! Never mind, Peter's already here again. Roland! There you are! And Tiferet as well! And Markov! Yes, sir! Here, the books that you asked for. Hey, Tiffy! Roland! What brought you two up here? Huh? Nothing big. This book seems a bit too heavy for her to carry on her own, though. I'm already bringing a whole lot of book here myself. What more does this old man want? That's not exactly the most appropriate thing to say in front of the person to whom you are referring to, is it, sir? And since when did you start to address me so politely? Like, really? I simply desire to read many books. I would rather not spend my time in complete idleness. Let's see, what books did our resident Geratic want to read so much that he would ask Tiferet to pick them up? Continued Life, Bioengineering Technology. Boy, this is straight out of the biology itself. Well, he had gone through chemistry the other day. I wouldn't have made you go through that trouble had I known that you would bring this many books. I owe much gratitude to you for your continuous assistance, young miss. I did think about asking for help, but Roland came over and lended his hand, so I chose not to. I didn't really expect you to ask for stuff like this, Mr. Hockmer. I thought you would know all this already. True. At this point I also kind of expected you already knew everything. I'm reading them multiple times, so that the knowledge won't be lost from my memories. One read is not enough, especially when you're a learner. I see what you mean. The same sentence can give off a different impression every time you read it. Cultured people talking about cultural thing that I don't get. Anyhow, what were you guys doing here? Little more than insignificant chatter, which is related to work we do in this place. That's what we were up to. As you include in work, you pile up all kinds of feelings. Does it mean you were mouthing off about your boss? No, of course not. Listen, Angela may pretend not to, but she sees everything around here that goes on in the library, even though she might be overhearing this entire conversation, and then she would show up like she saw nothing and... Okay, I was waiting for the snap and she showed up, but Tiferet interrupted. Aren't you the one talking about your boss behind her back? You were mostly chatting about receiving guests, though. Alright. Yes, I'd complained about Angela, too. Hey, Markov, don't say anything that could cause confusion, okay? My complaints were simply about the stacks of books remaining in the corridors, which are making it a distorted sight. I mean, you're basically saying that you don't like how untidy the library is, right? The responsibility of that lies on all of us. I wasn't targeting Angela in particular. Still, great efforts are being exerted to constantly receive a variety of guests, and that is worthy of praise in itself. That extends to your folk as well. Well, I've gotten pretty used to it by now, so it's no biggie, really. And that was all of it. Wait, why didn't Angela show up? They were literally talking about her. I would have loved to see her interrupt him like, hey there. But no! Okay, maybe over here on Chester's floor. Albina's back. Hot is back in Gabora. Come on, Angela, where are you? Right, where are you? Sorry, but coffee is still the king of all drinks. It is quite a shame to know that such is the pitiable hill you choose to die on. Perhaps your tongue has been paralyzed by the overbearing, thick, strong flavor and scent. Oh! Angela! Yeah! I'm not sure if I'm in a library or a coffee. Oh, it's Angela! What are you doing here? I was just meandering around, using a bit of free time that I have. What about you lot then? Are you engaging in a book discussion or whatever? Well, that activity piques my interest as well. At the moment, we are having a friendly chat between Patreon librarians. We were kind of dragged here by her assistants, though. It is regrettable that you put it that way. Oh, the assistant librarians? Like Crazy and Fortune and the other two? They sometimes visit my floor for a cup of coffee. Not many other floors make it a habit to enjoy the fine beverages. I was having some coffee with Hot in the Borough. Then they suddenly brought us here, saying they would like to return the favor. Isn't that a surprise? Should have realized that they were from here, from the color of their tear. Sounds like you're on friendly terms with the assistant librarians then. Well, they're our co-workers after all. No need to be cold to them. Oh, that's right. By the way, Angela, do you have a minute? Maybe. Why do you ask? I was wondering if you could stick around for a cup of tea. Since you're here, why don't you help yourself? No coffee though. I only brought mine. We don't get to talk with you like this often after all. Fine, I'll accept your offer. Is she even able to drink it? And then again, she should be able to drink it, but is she able to taste it? Anyways, the other assistant librarians are having tea as well. Do not be too harsh on them. Refreshments such as these are necessary from time to time. They are all busy workers, racing to get their job done. Well, even though we are here together, that doesn't mean we are all that comfortable with each other. Still, I think it's amazing that we can gather around and face each other in the first place. It's unfortunate that I can't taste or smell the tea you troubled to prepare for me. Soaking up this atmosphere is nice enough, I think, right? Though as great as it would be to be able to enjoy it together next time. Anyways, thank you for the conversation. I'll be going now. Come over to my floor sometimes. Roland and the others are occasional visitors, so feel free to bring him with you if you don't feel like coming on your own. I consider it if I get any free time later. With that, she already disappeared. Will Angela make another visit? My hunch leans towards yes. Of course she will. Why wouldn't she, right? Why wouldn't she? It's always nice to gather around and enjoy a nice cup of tea or coffee or cakes, right? Or even the book club. You can even talk about the books over there. Anyways, now, I think I even got an achievement out of that, having seen all the golden episodes, which means that was probably the last of them, right? Ah, that's a shame. That's really a shame. But oh well. Level 59 out of 60. And another episode is waiting for us right over here. Hana Association, Part 2. And they want the Book of Heralds and Miriana. Now then. Is that other guy coming back? Seeing how he's literally the only person who didn't really fight yet? With a name and stuff? Oliver? Wait, purple tear. I have done as you instructed me. Purple tear? All that's left is to settle this my way. What? Oh, greetings, dear. Huh? The purple tear was right. You're nearly indistinguishable from a human now. At the same time, the power of the library, which protected you, has gotten weaker. What is the meaning of this? You should be more careful when your body is made of flesh rather than metal. But it seems you can't die from having your head chopped off yet. Did you just chop off a head? I suppose I can't. I was wondering what you were up to. There's still an abundance of options that don't involve killing. What? A workshop-crafted assassination device with teacup singularity applied to it, brought just for you. You may have powers, but you certainly are gullible. That's what happens when you accept a handshake from those who oppose you without having a hint of doubt. Oh, come on, I thought you were... Where are your manners? Literally, where are the manners around here? Sure, you're enemies, but at least have some respect to your enemies. Wait, what? First, it paralyzes the target, and then I... P? Oh, Roland. And then you press the button. It activates for a single second. It's a single-use device, with a surefire effect. The device overloads the human brain, causing the mind to experience 1,000 years of time passing by. What? Which is more than enough to ruin an average person's brain, just like the warp train. You wanted her to experience the events of a warp train? God, how cruel can you be? I mean, sure, she captured a couple of people, but there's no way you should do that to her. That was still a fair bet, Oliver. Huh? You went to the lengths of the world to join the Hana Association, and now you resort to this extravagant little gadget of doom. Did you blow your entire fortune on this thing or what? And you spoke too much. It's been a while, Roland. I was waiting for you to show up. So, you've been guarding this monster, mimicking a human all along. Whoa now, she's not a monster, you know? She's my responsible boss and a good friend. Angela, I'll be dealing with that fellow on my own, so please back off for a moment. Thanks. You don't need my help? I have to take care of this matter on my own. This is between him and I, so you don't have to worry. Alright, you can call me anytime you need my assistance. Roland, is this what your big plan was all about? Is this really worth it? What you're doing isn't any different from all the tragedies we've seen and gone through. You've been perpetrating it in the library with that machine. I won't expect you to understand me. Take these, the gloves of the Black Silence, and let's say we even the scores now. The Black Silence? Thanks as always. I miss the feeling of these. Are those your gloves? What do you mean Black Silence? With this, I got all the help that I could ask of you. Well, I'm partially responsible for what happened to you, which led you here. What do you mean with that now? You have no idea the mess I had to clean up after you went missing, right? Neither of us had parents or any real family, so you probably thought no one would be concerned about you. And you were wrong. I was actually pretty worried for you, unlike some others in Charles' office. A bunch of thoughts came to my mind when you left after making a lengthy ramble. Not long after that, I heard news that the person who appeared to be the Black Silence was on a crazy rampage across the city. Said he was slaughtering syndicates that were doing suspicious experiments left and right. His wave of destruction didn't discriminate, even fingers and fixer offers were caught in its wake. I almost had to question myself for a moment when I heard that you crushed a good half of the middle and the south. Half of them? It was as if you were venting out all of your frustration and resentment on the city. And if that were the case, I thought you might keep going and demolish the city itself out of sheer anger and madness. Oh, come on, you're blowing things out of proportion again. Anyone would have thought the same thing if they had looked into your eyes behind the dark mask at the time. Thanks for worrying, man. I was concerned you might have died an unfortunate death somewhere out there. This was a long time ago, but you wouldn't have survived if I hadn't gotten to where you were after you contacted me back then, huh? I appreciate you coming over to help me along that short call that day. Sorry about what happened next. Never mind that. I only rushed to save your ass cause you said I might get a nest migration permit. I'm sorry for all the trouble. Well, how are the things with the others anyways? Like Orgia or Astolfo? Ast. Joining wings, exploring the ruins. They found their way to make a living for themselves. We just aren't how we used to be. We've grown to distance. I see. Say, remember when the two of us handled an urban nightmare case for the first time? What was it called again? The Secret of the Demi-Glace Sauce, which occurred in the back street of District 16. Demi-Glace Sauce? Yeah, that. We were just about done with it, and then your arm almost got caught in the blender at the last moment. Though thanks to me, you saved yourself the need to get a new arm. That was one thrilling job. Let's get the record straight. None of that would have happened if you hadn't tried to take a sip of the sauce out of the ladle, to see how great its taste must be to cause an incident like that. Aw, come on, man. Can't you let me come out on top for once? That were the days still, huh? We didn't have to worry about too many things and just stuck to the matters at hand. Yeah, but you know we can't go back to those times anymore, Roland. You swallowed your anger and sadness to work with that machine, so I don't doubt that you've prepared yourself for a lot of things. I know, both of us have gone too far down our road. It was nice talking to you after a long while, Oliver. I'm only doing my job as a fixer of the HANA Association now. To retrieve the books of my colleagues and dispatch the threat. That's that, and this is this. Isn't that right? Right you are. That's that, and this is this. Let us begin. Okay! Fight against Oliver, huh? Roland will have the Black Silent page equipped for this spell. So he is the Black Silence? And I can't bring anybody else? Okay. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to read the page from Oliver. 210 HP, 2 to 7, 125 stagger. Doesn't really seem so bad. The 4 Reagrammers are back, of course. Why wouldn't it? The 12 Fingers. Boost the minimum roll value of all dice by 2 at emotion level 3 or higher. Also boost the maximum roll value of all dice by 1. So pretty much everything is slightly boosted. That one is right from the start, and this one gets added after level 3. Okay. All for Hana, of course. He's going to change his endurance. And then Duel. Immune to mobilization. The opponent gains bonus max HP and max resistance. So are you going to boost up my HP and stagger resistance for the duel thing? Seems like it. Then you come a forward march, brace up, confrontation. Woo! What is that for a picture? Double edge encounter, you say. On Clash Win, boost the next die max value by 3. On Clash Win, boost the next dice value by 3. Interesting. Then the kick from the lady, the spear from the lady, the guy from Herald, the card from Herald, I mean, True Triagram, and Impugnative Ultimate. On use, discard all pages from hand. All dice on this page gain. It is a discard ability! Oh! That's good! That is good, and it seems to be quite powerful as well. It's literally 7-11 each die. Interesting. Okay, and what about Roland, the Black Silence? We have the same speed, so that's good. 106 HP. Speed 3. Orlando. Unique key page. Has a unique key page and combat page that cannot be replaced or swapped. Oh, come on. Don't be like Bina now. Don't be like Bina now. The Black Silence. Draw 2 additional pages at the start of the scene or at the act. All dice on every third combat page. Wait a minute. All dice on every third combat page use gain 2 extra power. So I need to count my combat pages because every third one is stronger. Okay, and then we have the Zekov Workshop. The cost of this page cannot be changed. Draws 1 page. 4838. Hunger Workshop. The cost of this page cannot be changed. It's a bit of a weird ability. Nevertheless, it's 3737 and also inflicts bleed on the last hit. Old Boy's Workshop. Restore 3 light, draw 1 page. Recovers 5 stagger as well. Interesting. Then we have Allah's Workshop. At the start of the clash, reduces opponent's attack by 2 with 5-9, 5-8. Mock Workshop. On use, restores 3 light, 1 draw. Okay, and deals 3 damage to the opponent as well. Then we have Atelier's Logic. 4-8, 5-8, 7-9. Wait, is that's a range attack as well? Roland has range attacks? And it doesn't expire either. Interesting. And then we have the Durant. On hit, gain 1 strength next scene. And the second one also gives no strength. Then we also have Crystal Atelier. 8-11, 7-11, 7-11 with a counter dice of 4-8. That could come handy against Unyielding Strike maybe. Or maybe the True Triagram, we'll see. And then we have Real Industry. On Clash Win, destroy opponent's next die. 14 to 24. Next die. Maybe that one? Probably a True Triagram, right? Yeah. True Triagram seems much better. But then I have also, I guess, Crystal Atelier against ultimate? Maybe? It's a bit pushing it though, but it is literally the only card that has a chance to beat 11. Oh well. We'll see, right? We will see. Now then. Oliver. Our past ties have finally led us here, Roland. Yeah, after all that happened, this day has come. Now then. He is going for the draw effect. Go for it right away? The heck? Wait, what's that? Heroes, numbers of black silence combat pages used. Uh-huh. Let's second. Ah. Okay. So we have a special combat page that relies on the stacks. This card can be used after using all 9 combat pages of the Black Silence. On hit, inflict 5 bleed, 3 bind, 3 fragile next scene. 20 to 39. So I pretty much have to use every single card in order to activate it. Seems fair. Oh wait. I always turn that off. I always turn it off. Okay, yeah, we're going to stop the true trigram with Wheel of Industry. This one is a free hit. I can't really do anything about it since the target's pretty much both the same dice. And the only other card that I can play is Ranga Workshop that inflicts a little bit of bleeds. Okay, first hit went through. I get a couple of free hits, but at the same time I'm also going to get a couple of free hits, so that's kind of fair. Lies, Pulsation. Pulsation maybe? Yeah? Well, attack boost is always helpful. You go for it again! Are you kidding me? Are you actively trying to kidding me right now? Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to go for... I mean, let's be serious. You have a strength boost. It's 7-10. Am I able to break through that? Doesn't really seem that likely. But at the very least, I can use it in order to recover my light. I can certainly block that one though. Yeah, I can block that one. And gain strength in the next scene. He's going to get the true trigram formation, but let's be serious, there's nothing I can do about it. Why are you able to use it twice in a row? Huh? How does that seem fair? How does that seem fair? But at the very least I was able to get some strength. Oh, the pale hands or the urging? Speed would be nice. But the bonus stagger damage is also really good. Okay, we have the strength now. A glorious kick. Celestial spear. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I can... I don't have anything in order to block that, so I guess we're just going to ignore it. And just focus on something else. Like, yeah, maybe... Do you have counter dices? You have, technically speaking, you have a counter dice. But practically speaking, I have 2 strength, so I should be fine. There we go, already broke through. Couple of good hits. I think we also... Yes, that is also good. I think we also was able to trigger the pale hands as well. I just need to hit it 3 times, right? He is running out of light. That is perfect. I'm going to use this one in order to recover my stagger. And then... pages, huh? Do I need Furioso? I mean, we already have 6 cards. With those 2, I go up to 8, and then I just need to use Atelier Workshop in order to get the 9th Furioso slot. Not entirely sure if we actually need that card, but I guess it would be helpful for us to have it at least. Thanks for the stacker, buddy! And another pale-handed. Great. Sword of Frost. For the bind, I guess? Not entirely sure if we actually need it. The true trigram is back. And brace up. Okay. Well. I can use my wheel against that one. At the very least, that's going to stop the strong attack. I can't really block Augustus' kick, but that's fine. I can lower the damage even further with Allah's Workshop. And then go for light recovery, I guess? Maybe? Not entirely sure about that one. Well, that's gonna be fine. It's fine. We can certainly tank that hit, right? We can certainly tank that hit. There we go, more pale hands! Ah. But more pale hands! Everyone is going to get pale hands around here. Yeah, let's take the learning card. So, forward march. I'm gonna hit you. Actually speaking, I don't even need to hit you. I can just shoot you away. Grendel. A little bit more bleed. Technically speaking, I could learn that page as well. But what's the point of that? I guess I'm just gonna save it for now. There we go! A stagger! Down to 50 HP. Down to 7. And it. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Was I supposed to use it? Was I? Curtain calls for the reception of Oliver. Okay. Oh no. And that means with that, yeah, Oliver has also been turned into a book. Oh, Roland, you lost another friend. You lost another friend. So, you were the Black Silence all along, huh? Not just a grade 1 fixer. You managed to hide that from me as well, huh? Well, that's a case of missing the right moment to confess it, I guess? Yeah, maybe? Though I do wonder, how were the fixers we've seen unable to recognize you? Well, I completely concealed my identity behind this mask back when I was working as a fixer. A tiny bit of personal information being leaked can come back to bite you in the ankle. True, it's a lesson that my grand taught me. If you have any more secrets you're keeping from me, you would best find them well hidden. I'm sick of being betrayed, you know? I make anyone who tries to pay the price. Although, you saved me this time, so I guess I forgive you. I might have suffered serious damage if I was forced to endure another 1,000 years in my current state. Just doing my job, ma'am. And you just lost your friend. Are you feeling okay? Well, that's that, and this is the— Oh, Roland, you're running away from the problems again! Didn't you say every time you use that phrase you're just running away? Ah, wait, seriously? Oh, interesting! Really cool, Roland! So that means I always have access to all of those, but I can change the cards. Can I unequip this? What about the barracks thing? What about the barracks? I wanted to try out Roland as the Parade guy! No, you've become a second— no, not Gabora, a second Bina! And at the very least I can still give you passive and such, but still! The Barack and Survivor thing doesn't work! If you can stagger yourself, Roland! It just doesn't work like that! Okay, I guess I have to figure out what I'm going to give him. Seeing how he has pretty much all types of attack types, and some good light recovery as well, I guess I can just go for aggressive buffs then. Yeah, pretty much. I can go for all the aggressive buffs then. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun with today's part. It seems like that battle didn't really count for our last level, which means... yes, there's another reception waiting for us. But we're going to take that for next Monday. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun in today's part, and see you in the next one, when we are going to reach level 60. And probably reach another level. We'll see, right? We'll see. Anyways, until next time, bye bye!